So they can, so you make like little ecosystemic system. So I always try when I look for stuff here to take also some algae, some stones with the animal if I found some animal, or with some other object. So it's nicer. It's good to think about all this kind of. Everything is quite interconnected. So I collect them here, you know. But there is so much algae and they look similar. It's really hard to find them. But I forgot to ask which macroalgae is good for the sea urchins. Which one do they eat? I have to ask Xavier and go again to get. This one is nice, huh? We don't have this one yet.
Yeah.
Campanana.
The shrimp is in.
Yeah. And fish is also in. And fighting. And this one is also in.
This will be very successful.
Ooh! Where's the fish? Fish is here, but I will be swimming. A sponge would be completely undifferentiated. So here you can sort of see like a intestine or something like this. But the Ascidians usually have two siphons like this one. So one siphon and another one, I don't know exactly where the other one is. Might be here.
I'm going to record the sea urchins that have been fertilized and then exposed to steroid treatments. And what we have here is estrogen at the concentration of 0.01 micromoles per liter. Just, well, it's a concentration to you, but it's the highest that I'm following right now. So instead of having this shape of the sea urchin Plutos, which is the larvae stage, that looks like a sort of like this helmet of Darth Vader, sort of. It's completely round. It's really weird because actually the lower concentration of estrogen makes the larvae really nice. They're almost like the control larvae without any steroid treatment. And this level is just completely making them into a ball. Obviously they're still alive because they're swimming, but it's so weird.
Vincent, do you want to know what I'm doing?
Yeah, Robertina, tell me what you're doing.
I'm assembling GoPro
In order to?
in order to have nice recordings of cuttlefish, which be all big fans, like when I refer all like me, Carol and Spela. It's not that we do like big research with them, but
But
we
you
like
love
them
them.
a lot. And it's really interesting to observe their behavior. I really deeply hope I will not totally stress them out with the reporting. They look quite okay. But you see, they have this great ability to, they're mimicking the environment. They look, this one, it looks like the coconut which is inside. They have really good, they can quickly readapt, you know? You see how different they are. So the one down, it's mimicking the environment. And this one is actually curious.
J'ai commencé petit à petit à récupérer un peu tous les animaux translucides morts dans le labo pour faire ces photos, pour les utiliser comme des négatifs. Parce que j'étais pas très à l'aise avec l'idée de tuer des animaux entre deux plaques agrandisseurs et finalement j'aime bien l'idée aussi de recycler un peu des déchets biologiques. On a récupéré des œufs de calmar. Là, c'est vraiment une grappe en longueur qui s'est ouverte au bout. Ça, c'est le hasard, elle était intacte et puis je l'ai manipulée, elle s'est ouverte et ça donne quelque chose de super intéressant. Et donc après, comme par accident, il y a des petits calmars qui sont sortis des œufs, j'ai commencé à faire vraiment des compositions en essayant de positionner des bouts de membrane qui entourent les œufs et puis les calmars. Et ça donne ça. C'est en faisant ça que je me suis rendu compte que j'étais en train de manipuler des animaux morts et que ça c'était un peu une reconstitution de leur naissance en fait, c'est quand les œufs sont éclos et qu'il reste des bouts de membrane dans l'eau et que tout le monde se disperse.
Can I have a look?
So these are the controls. I think the movies are really nice. Okay, the movies.
Ok, cool, parfait.
This is progesterone. 001.
Same age?
Yeah. So 0.001 millimolar.
Shit.
This is
Oh my god.
0.01 millimolar progesterone. And this is the higher concentration of testosterone. Completely like total bubbles. And still alive, like little
So it
stones,
means-
huh?
It seems they are stuck at a certain stage, no? I mean, they do not reach this larvae-like stage, no?
I would like to remove the steroids now and
In order to see whether they recover?
or what happens to
What
them.
happened, okay.
This is estrogen and they're almost normal.
Yeah, beautiful. The pictures are beautiful, no?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Very happy.
I'm very happy that we have now in this moment the opportunity to see this. This is actually the head of the worm. And for some strange reason he is still, which is cool. So we can do really cool, really close-up recording. Roscoe worms, they have amazing ability of regeneration, and if we cut away their head, the brain and the head and everything is able to regrow. Why especially this kind of Roscoe worm is able to do that? Okay, he is interesting because he is already coexisting not only with bacteria and all this like everybody else, but he is also having this kind of really strong coexistence with algae. Regeneration is something which we don't know so much about it because, you know, one of the common facts in our lives is that we will be all dead sooner or later. We will all die.
Yeah.
Nobody can argue that, you know. How, when, why, most of us don't know.
but and to be present in the time that people is trying to figure it out, these kind of situations with our bodies, you know, and regeneration is one of the things which can prolong this kind of timings. I think it's very exciting.
Et l'apport des 3 personnes qui étaient là permet d'envisager des nouvelles possibilités de travailler qui sont aussi intéressantes, j'imagine, pour ces personnes que pour les scientifiques. Quand je vois après ces 3 semaines, les productions, les tentatives de production, les idées qui se dégagent, les travaux préliminaires, c'est vu et c'est exprimé d'une telle façon que moi j'ai trouvé vraiment émouvant ce que j'ai vu, ce que j'ai entendu. Je pense à la coloration des verres de Roscoff avec de la chlorophylle sur un papier photo. Je pense à l'utilisation de ces capacités bioluminescentes des calmars dont on est très peu à pouvoir les cultiver ici. Je pense à la possibilité d'observer des larves Pluteus d'oursins qui ne sont pas souvent visibles, la possibilité d'observer ces mêmes larves soumis à des hormones stéroïdiennes que l'on sait relarguer tous les jours à travers nos stations d'épuration. Quand tu découvres le monde sonore d'un oursin, je pensais aux enregistrements de Robertina, je me dis, tout ce qui a été fait jamais n'aurait pu être fait par des scientifiques, mais l'outil, les techniques et les théories que nous avons abordées avec les artistes ont également nourri leur travail. Quelque part, je trouve ça très unificateur. Et quelque part, on ne peut pas s'approprier le domaine de l'un ou de l'autre sans passer du temps, sans essayer de comprendre, sans essayer de découvrir sans essayer de découvrir la signification du travail de l'autre. Je peux live? Oh, yes. Now we are in the conference room. So yes, we are still discussing for let's say 3-4 minutes more. So you can join us, or as far as yes. Where are you? Okay, so we are coming right now. Yeah, okay. Je crois qu'on a une belle découverte.